this room reminds me of home. Like I feel like I'm back home in fucking jail.
That's the most. That's the most
Like
insulting thing you've ever said to
small
me.
room, like 2 dudes like sitting next to me, too close.
Is that how you grew up, huh? Yeah.
No, this
That's what jail was like for you, right?
Jail.
You had a couple of fucking big dogs, one on either side of you, right?
Yeah.
Taking turns, right?
Yeah.
Dima, Mr. Dima.
Mr. Dima.
How you doing, Mister?
The only thing that is missing in this room is a bucket in the corner that you shit in.
Yeah, that's all right. Right here, I'll make it.
Wow.
I'll make it more like jail for you.
There you go.
It brings you back, huh?
Spaghetti.
How much time did you do?
No, we're not talking about this.
Ah, okay.
That's
By the
a
way, do you
good
want to
start.
sit forward a bit? Just 'cause you're hitting the green screen a lot. It's going to fuck with the visuals.
His Dima's like, I've had enough of this already. I want to leave.
That's better. That's already so much better.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no,
We're having fun here.
I
Yeah.
feel comfortable. I feel comfortable.
So you're moving, but you're a comedian,
Yeah, I am.
and you're moving back to Bulgaria.
Yeah, bro.
You had enough of this fucking country.
No, no. I like the UK, but it's just I don't like it.
What are you?
See what happens? You let these bastards in.
Yeah.
And then they get ungrateful
No,
after
bro,
a while.
like
That's what it
you
is.
chose to get out of the country, like out of the European Union. Like now, all my cousins have to swim. Do you know what I mean? They have to swim the La Manche, which is like for 30 miles.
How about this? How was it you coming to England? Was it easy? Tell me the process about that. I've never spoke to you about this. What did you do?
So basically, you go.
Was it a raft or how did it work?
No, they ship you like 3 days. You spend it like in a crate, like a DHL parcel,
Express.
and then you get like constipation pills and 3 bottles of water, and 1 empty so you can pee in, right?
Ah,
And,
fuck.
you arrive here at the Royal Mail.
You get picked up by your cousin.
You get picked up by your cousin at Royal Mail.
He's like, fucking hell, you stink, mate.
What made you want to come? Obviously, people from Bulgaria and that area, I would imagine a lot of people go UK is the place, yeah? Like that's where you all kind of want to live. What made you? Does anyone go anywhere else? Do people go to Australia? I don't think.
Bulgarians be everywhere, like the Indians. Like,
Really? You get about,
just
yeah?
less numbers.
Yeah, okay, fucking hell.
We're everywhere.
What made you think England though? Did you not think America or Australia? Is it just easy to get here?
No, it was
Yeah,
easy
America's
to get
harder to
here
get
because when I came, UK was in the European Union, so I just bought a ticket and I came.
Simple as that.
Yeah, you don't have to like fill up like documents and shit like that. You just
You literally just got a flight and then you can be like, okay, I live here now.
yeah.
That's crazy.
You didn't have to like apply to live here. You just live here.
No.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, mad.
No wonder this
No, I was about
country's
to
in the
say, no, I
toilet.
was doing. He took the fucking line out of my fucking
You know what
mouth.
the funniest thing is now? Like Bulgaria is in Schengen, which Schengen, I don't know what. Do you know what that means? Schengen.
No.
So Schengen basically is.
Sounds like a
Every-
Chinese lady.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does. It sounds like fucking. But anyway, so Schengen basically means like every European country that is in Schengen, we can travel to without getting checked at the border.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you fly from Bulgaria to Germany, when you land, you just walk out of the airplane without being checked. Which means now drugs are flying through the borders, bro.
That's why he's fucking going back.
That was
He's
the-
getting in Schengen game.
I'm gonna say it's really funny how like obviously like Dima's an immigrant and it's so funny like you know your country's fucked when the immigrants are like I think I might just go home.
Yeah. No, but honestly, that's terrible. People are like, I want to go to the UK for a better life. Now they're like, I want to leave the UK for a better life. It's fucked.
No, but I don't know what they were thinking like when they got us into Schengen because that's so stupid. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like I mean I don't know, but like all I see now is just prostitution and drugs are just flying through the borders like without being checked. Do you know what I mean? Like
What countries are in it? Do you know?
so it's Germany, Austria, Bulgaria, Greece, Spain, France.
Fucking hell.
I think Holland. You know all of them countries. They you just go now. You don't have to. Yeah. So as long as you pass through security in Bulgaria, which is very difficult, right? Usually they'll like you have the laptops out and like fucking Bulgarian. No, bro, I fly with like fucking.
It's just it's like a fat old Eastern European woman with a notebook.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, I have a friend that flies to England every time when he goes back home and he comes in with fucking, he brings like frozen meatballs Like he'll bring like 2 trays of like frozen meatballs because he likes them. Like you can imagine how much they check. Like you fly with like frozen foods in your luggage.
Yeah.
So like, bro, I mean, if I'm like, I'll just fucking stick like cocaine in the fucking meatballs and just fly to Germany and start selling. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. It's a good plan. That's why I'm moving back home. I'm gonna open shop for meatballs.
Snow White
fuck.
meatballs.
Yeah.
Yes. One bite.
So what's the reason that you want to leave England now? Because you've been here for 11. He's been here for nearly 11
Yeah.
years. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm his friend. I know. So
I know, but have you heard the guy? He sounds like he came here yesterday.
yeah, that is.
Where's the
yeah.
accent, bro? He's like,
You know what's
fuck
funny?
you, motherfucker.
I will say, I used to give Dima loads of credit because I feel like, wow, it's quick. Because I thought he came over a year ago.
Yeah.
So I remember.
that's what I'm saying.
So I thought he's been doing comedy for like a year. So I thought he came over a year ago
To do
and
it, yeah.
I don't even know. I don't think I thought he came over here to do it, but I thought he came over here a year ago and then he was like, fuck it, I'll start stand-up comedy. And now he's doing well. So I used to be like, damn, man, I've got so much respect for Dima, man. He fucking got off the boat and he just jumped in the clubs. He's like, fucking doing his thing. And I'm like,
And I've been
it's
here
not even
for
his
35 years.
Yeah, it's not even his first language. Like, he doesn't know the culture. He's just come here, like, wide-eyed boy from Bulgaria. Motherfucker's been here a decade.
Yes.
So why do you wanna go home?
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, come on. We get serious here. We joke
Yeah.
around, but we get serious.
I don't know, man. It's just the country is rubbish now. You know.
Tell the people,
life
preach.
Life is hard, man. It's not hard, but like the things that I used to like for example, I'll go to the shop and I'll like walk out of the shop like with 3 bags and it will be like £70. Now these 3 bags will be like 140. Like, why am I staying in this country? Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking.
The quality of life in this country is deteriorating.
And
very
you get in
rapidly.
the same money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like some people will be angry. Like I'll go to their house. Like I'll show up at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, cause I'm a locksmith, right?
Yeah.
And they'll be
Yeah,
like,
make sure you clarify
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
and they'll be like, why are you charging me like £80 just to show up? And I'm like, motherfucker, it's 2025.
Yeah.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna say hi to you for that money.
That
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
quite cheap,
You know?
actually. 80
Yeah.
pounds.
Also, like, I think the thing about like, the quality of life in the UK and stuff, obviously it has gone down massively, and like in many ways it is quite fucked. But I like to play devil's advocate and try and play the other side, because I think I was speaking to someone about this the other day, and they're like a business guy and they're abroad and they're from here originally, and they're like, I do want to come back because my friends and family are here. But like the property situation is so fucked, the expensive situation, the tax situation, like all this kind of stuff, the crime, all this kind of thing. So like, I totally get it. But my argument to him and to the anti-UK argument is always, and it's more of a London-centric argument, but my answer is always things like, yeah, it is fucked and it is super expensive and the property's fucked and the crime's bad and everything and the taxes. But, in London, for example, you get like theaters, you get comedy clubs, you get restaurants, you get jazz bars. It's like you get, there's a culture that you can't get in other places. It's the same kind of thing as New York. It's like, yeah, New York is really fucked in terms of crime and taxes right now. But again, it's New York City. You have all, so much like amazing culture. So
What
that's
are you
why
saying?
people
Like,
come.
as long as you like listen to jazz music, you get stabbed, but like I had a good night.
Yeah.
No, of
That's a
course
good
not.
point.
No, but
That's
of
a good
course not.
point, yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's like, it's not, I don't think it, like, for example, like I've heard people say to me like before, like, oh yeah, if you're making loads of money, just move to Dubai. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't, from what
I know what you mean. It's
from
quite-
what I've spoken
yeah.
to people who live in Dubai or have been in Dubai, the vibe I get is that it's kind of just like a big mall.
It's clinical.
It's just like
it's-
very
there's
plastic.
no
crime and
character,
everything.
yeah.
There's no crime
yeah.
and everything, and it's meant to be,
Tax.
But it is, the tax is obviously that's why people go there. But it's like, it's just loads of shops and restaurants.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that doesn't really.
There's no culture, there's no character, but and that is true. Obviously, London it is like a very cool city for that. But when you live in London,
Yeah.
those things mean less to your average Joe. Like your average Joe isn't going to fucking jazz club or comedy club
Yeah,
every
when was the last
week.
time you went to a jazz club?
Like, yeah.
No, but like I go to comedy clubs every night.
Yeah, but we're comedians. If you're just your average Joe working a normal job, you're not going, oh, I love living in London. There's comedy clubs. You're going, I just paid £600 for my monthly shop.
But then that brings me to the other side of my argument, which is the friends and family aspect, the community aspect. If you move to like another country and you don't know anyone and there's fuck all to do there, I reckon you'd get really lonely and depressed.
But
Yeah,
why-
but
why
yeah.
do
For
you
him, obviously, it's different because his family's there.
Like, why why do you think there's nothing to do in other countries?
Not nothing to do, but I'm saying obviously the reason certain like capitals become more cultural hubs is because of the cultural development of those capitals. So there's a reason like London and New York, for example, are more kind of culturally appealing to people, and that's why the tourism is so high. Is because of all the different, mainly from entertainment, to be honest.
People come here to see Big Ben. Nobody comes here to fucking nightlife and stuff like that. You know?
No, I disagree. So many comedy clubs have tourists every night. So many fucking plays.
No,
and
they
things
do,
like that.
but that's not the main thing. People, nobody comes and be like, "Oh, I want to see up the creek."
Dude, I've worked in tourism. There's so many people who come and they're like, I'm seeing this West End show, this musical, I'm going to this park.
Yeah, that stuff is true. Yeah,
Yeah.
but again,
It is true. Yeah, it is true. but like-
my argument to that again is your average Joe that lives in London.
Yeah.
I live in London. I'm not going to see West End shows.
Yeah.
I'm just not. That means nothing to me. Yeah, it's cool. I'm sure it's great, but I'm not fucking queuing up to watch The Lion King.
But then, for
'cause I'm
example-
not gay. You know what I'm saying? Right?
But,
You know?
but for example, then if you weren't a comedian, because the thing is, I always say, like, part of me, especially with like business and stuff, people say, oh, it makes sense to like be nomadic and live somewhere like Bali or Thailand or whatever, because the quality of life is so much better in terms of like cost of living and stuff. But like because of comedy, I'm tied here because I have to be around the clubs
Same.
and the community. If you weren't a comedian, would you still live in London?
No, I'd move to Thailand tomorrow.
Really?
Tomorrow.
But what about friends and family? Do you not worry you'd get lonely if it was just you? Or maybe like
I got a bird. I'd move there with a kid.
he has his family now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and but my mum, I would come back and see her as much as I can. I'll get her to come and spend months over at a time with me. But I would live there tomorrow. The quality of life is honestly. I spent a month there, and it was obviously it's a bit of a holiday, so it's a
Yeah.
bit different. But it is the happiest I've ever been. Like
I
you got
really
the
wanna go.
you got the sunshine, you got the training over there is crazy cheap. So I was living healthily. Like you go to like eat nice restaurants, it's cheap. There's like your experiences are just way better. And like you said, yeah, I can't go and watch Lion King there, but I can go and see a
But you're not
tiger in a
watching-
cage. I can go and poke a tiger in the eye. Like it doesn't matter.
You can see the real fucking
Yeah, you
deal.
can see the real deal. So
What's
it's
the
like,
crime? What's the crime like in Thailand?
I look, I'm sure there's a lot of fucking like human trafficking and that. I'm sure there are a lot of ladyboys getting thrown into vans and shit.
Yeah.
But I was there for a month and I was out late at night drinking, being a fucking English
Hooligan.
cunt,
Yeah.
right?
Hoodlum.
Yeah. And I genuinely, it's the only country I've been to where I've not seen one piece of like street level crime. I didn't see one fight.
Wow.
I didn't see one person get robbed. I saw people get robbed in Barcelona. I saw people get robbed in Portugal. Every country I've been to, I've seen
You
people
should
get
go
robbed.
to Bulgaria.
Yeah, I'm fucking sure.
Yeah.
I would probably get robbed if I went there.
No.
What, it's safe?
The opposite.
Really?
Like that's
It's traditional values, isn't it?
You know, like the one of the things that I want to move out of this country is getting like the country is like too liberal. You know, like people like.
You tell them, Dima. Fuck these now.
I think having like no like family values and like stuff like that, and just people work, and being like liberal. Oh, you can allow this, we're gonna allow that, and everyone can be anything in this country leads to fucking crime, bro.
Yeah.
Because
It's
like
chaos, isn't it?
Like back home, like everyone is like family oriented and just
Religious.
conservative people,
Yeah.
religious people, and stuff like that. And I went back home this summer, and I was paying attention to because I was thinking of moving back. And you see people will come to the beach and just leave their bikes unattended. Because I live by the sea, right? So people will come like expensive bikes, they just lean them on the trees
Yeah.
and they just go like 100 meters and they just fucking sunbathe and shit like that.
Yeah.
No one will touch your bike. No
Yeah.
one will touch nothing. Your purse will be there all day.
Yeah.
No, you leave your phone on the table. No one's gonna touch your things like that. Do you know what I mean? Like here, if I leave my bike, like 3,000 pounds bike, if I leave it, just if I blink, it'll be gone. Do you know what I mean? I have to like.
Yeah.
So it's so much safer. There's no people like walking around with machetes. There's no like fucking 14 years old with like screwdrivers and shit. Bro, if I swear to God, listen, if you're 14 years old and you come to me with a screwdriver, I don't give a fuck you're minor. I'll beat the fuck out of you. I swear I'll run you with my car. I don't give a fuck.
He's getting wound up, but
Yeah, let him go, let him go, let him
I'll
go.
go in jail and I'll fucking stay for 10 years because of you, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If you're minor, you don't have a screwdriver, you know? If you're minor, fucking ride a bicycle.
Yeah.
Like, okay? I'll kill you. I swear.
Yeah.
What's crazy though is you would think that in economically poorer countries, you'd think the crime would be worse. I think that's a stereotype a lot of people have about Eastern European
true,
countries
yeah.
is that you go there and everyone's like gonna fucking rob you and shit because it's like they're poor and they need the money.
there is crime, but not on a small level like that.
Street level.
Yeah.
Street
There's
level.
no street level crime.
Yeah.
There is
Like
crime.
muggings and stuff.
Yeah.
It's organized crime, isn't it?
It's
a lot,
an
yeah.
organized crime, and it's good.
Yeah. It's very organized, I'll tell you that. It's very
Listen,
organized.
listen.
You
Like-
can make a great living.
listen. Like crime, it's bad. We all know that. Like criminals, they're bad for the.
God, he doesn't believe what he's saying.
no.
He's like trying to.
Why are you fucking lying? to
Crime
these people, yeah?
is bad and don't do it probably, I guess. But
No, but it has to be. There will be always crime in a country, no matter where you live.
yeah.
There will be, even in the most conservative, like Muslim countries, there will be crime. Do you know what I mean? But it has to be organized. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't just have like
honorable crime. There is honorable
you
crime.
can't just have any like fucking sort of dickhead like getting like an ounce of cocaine and start selling and be like a fucking 50 cent like
Yeah.
get rich or die, like fucking die
Yeah.
trying. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
there has to be like structure.
Yeah.
Like there has to be like a boss, and if you do something, you'll get fucked. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And if you don't work for us, you again get fucked. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you want to be a criminal, you have to work for this organization. This way, there is a structure. There is a like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, again, it goes
Yeah.
down to honor, innit? I think that's the thing. The problem is this country and a lot of other countries have lost the traditional values. And a traditional value even works amongst criminals.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure in Bulgaria, like you said, if you fuck over your plug or your boss or whatever, you'll get fucking killed because.
Oh, you will get killed here as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I'm saying no one would even think to do it there because it's like there's honor. There's a value to it. Do you know what I mean? You kind of like fucking.
You just don't do it.
Going back to the point of living abroad and stuff. Obviously, there's the friends and family element. I think that's a big part of it. Family, I think, is harder. Like if I went to move to like Thailand or something, I would miss my mum for sure.
You not bring her with you?
If she would want to go, but I don't know if she would want to go. My mum loves London. She she goes running, like she loves running
Goes
through
to
the parks.
Lion King.
She does no, but she does like she goes to the theater. She goes running in like the nice parks, and she goes for like nice coffee shops with her friends and things. Like she really soaks up London. She goes to like the galleries and the V&A. She takes courses. She's like quite active. So I think I don't know. I mean I could be wrong. Maybe she would love it in Thailand, but I feel like
But it
she
is
always
also-
says because she grew up in a small town outside of London, and she says even now she's like, I love living in London. I'm so glad I live here because whenever she goes out of London back to see other parts of our family, she's like, it's so nice to see them, but she's like, I'm always happy to come home because there's all the things I've got friends here and galleries and things. You know, she loves being here.
Yeah, look, London is amazing for someone who takes it in, but
Yeah.
I've lived in London my whole life. I've never been to a West End play or show or whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't soak things up
Makes
like
sense,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. But I don't.
You've been to like dogfighting and stuff, right? Like
fighting, yeah. No, but like all the people I grew up around,
That's theatre for
we're not taking in the fucking sights of London because it just seems like we live here. It is what it is. So
Yeah, that's
I
definitely
I do think like, I mean, you don't go and watch fucking theatre shows.
no,
very
100%.
often, so it's
that's
like
true.
the fist all
Fistful,
over.
yeah.
Yeah.
But for example, with the friends thing, I had an interesting conversation the other day with a mate of mine who lives out of London, like in he just lives all over the world. And he came back here the other day and he was catching up. Every time he comes back to London, every like 6 months or so, he'll do like a little gathering with some old friends and stuff. And we were there. And he said, interestingly enough, he asked me, he was like, oh, how's so-and-so? And I was like, I actually haven't seen him. And he was like, you know what's so interesting? And I'm like, what? And he's like, well, I've lived out of London in these different countries for such a long time. And I always think, oh, I'm going to come back and I've missed out on so many social events and so many things and all these things I'm going to find out. But I always come back and find out that other people haven't actually been seeing each other that frequently either. I'm kind of seeing them the same amount as people who live here are seeing.
If anything,
them,
you
because
might see
everyone's
them
busy.
more.
Yeah, because everyone's busy. So that was actually quite interesting.
But then again, that's why the friends and family argument is like, it really is kind of bullshit. Like, it is obviously something that you'll probably miss, but you're not missing
Family
out on much,
more,
man.
but then
family, yeah,
friends,
definitely.
I mean, friends you can always call and be like, well, at the end of the day, we're not blood.
Yeah, and also if you live in Thailand, your friends can come and see you once a year. That's a cool thing for them. Like if I lived in Thailand, my boys would come and see me once a year, and it would be like an exciting part of their life. We're gonna go see Ashley this year. That's sick.
That's what I said.
That's true, yeah.
You can always come and see me during the summertime.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to Bulgaria 100%.
yeah, me too.
Summertime, I live by the
properties
sea.
in Thailand.
Like I'm 5 minutes back from the sea. It's fucking beautiful coast, bro. Women drinking, everything is cheap.
The women are cheap.
Let's look up like Bulgarian properties. Like what are we talking?
It's expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, I just paid 100. I'm not gonna say on the camera, but
Yeah.
I paid a lot of money
Yeah.
for my apartment.
I mean, 100 is pretty.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be able to crack that code.
Yeah,
even our audience. will be
pretty
able to
much
crack
said it.
that.
Yeah,
I didn't say it.
Yeah. No, that could mean 20 quid.
yeah, £100.
Yeah, 100 could mean anything. It's a riddle.
No, but it is expensive.
So,
You know
like,
that-
if you put, like-
properties in Bulgaria right now are more expensive than properties in Miami.
No way.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
It is true. It is true. I swear to God, true.
Fucking
Go
hell.
check. You can buy cheaper apartment in Miami than in fucking Bulgaria. Well, obviously in the big cities, not in the fucking villages and shit. But it is.
What's the capital of Bulgaria?
Sofia?
Okay. Yeah, look at.
I'm
like,
looking
the
at
capital.
I'm looking at villas.
What is that? A villa?
Well, I typed in Bulgarian properties, but
Well, this will show like properties in places where people go like for holidays and shit.
so if you look at the capital, so Sofia properties for sale in Sofia, Bulgaria on Rightmove. I didn't realize they'd be on Rightmove. I thought that was just the UK. Okay, I'll just use the Rightmove app.
Have you got the Rightmove app?
I do, yeah.
Why the fuck have you got the Rightmove app?
Because I'm always looking at, like, out of curiosity, like what house prices are in different areas where I might live.
He was talking about how London is good. Like, bro, you don't work and you live with your mom.
Well, that's gonna.
Yeah, it's true. No wonder you're like, yeah, bro, London's sick. Fuck you, like. I bet it is. I fucking bet it is. Yeah. He steals his groceries. I bet it's fucking good. Allegedly. He ain't fucking. Allegedly. He ain't forked out a penny in a fucking year. Of course it's fucking great. His bird makes him dinner every night. Yeah, it's fucking phenomenal, isn't it? I'm fucking sitting here counting pennies to feed my fucking unborn child. That was a good spot. I want to let that
I
one
wonder
go.
how your mom goes to theaters when you fucking you live with her and fucking eating her food and like not paying rent and shit.
Yeah, but I take care of the food, you know.
Yeah.
And I've actually, as of like 2 days ago,
he's working again, yeah, that's true.
I've got a fucking sick role, so I'm fucking starting on Wednesday, and then I'll be doed up. So then I'll be taking care of mum too, which will be good.
What kind of role?
It's a closing role, so I'm basically just going to be a closer for. A
Oh
company.
yeah, you told me you're starting work. Yeah.
Starting
Come
on
on, man.
Wednesday.
Come
Yeah,
on.
thank you, bro.
He's
Yeah.
back. He's
I
back.
am back. Bro, Dima was actually a massive inspiration for that. I had a chat with Dima after a gig, not to glaze him too much, but I had a chat with him after a gig once, and I remember he was talking about how, like, we were hanging out after the gig, we were smoking a couple cigarettes and talking shit, and he was like, all right, I was like, what are you going to do? And he's like, oh, I might go do a job now, like the locksmithing thing. And I was like, oh, damn. And he was like, yeah, I just love working, man. I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I work 7 days a week. I fucking love it, bro. And I was like, that's like, it made me so hungry. And I was like, bro, like, I've always had this thing of, oh, you know, you have to be, just do this like one thing and that's it. But I was like, actually, if I've got all this free time, I'm like, this motherfucker is working 7 days a week. He's making bank. He's chopping up chicks. And he's fucking going and doing spots every night and like making good progress in his comedy career. Like, he's jacked as shit. He's got his own place. I'm like, that's a fucking Chad right there. That's a proper Chad. And I was like,
What
I'm
the
trying
fuck
to.
about me, huh? I do most of that. I'm not jacked, but I do most of that.
Yeah.
I don't make progress in comedy and I'm not jacked. I do the other stuff. I work.
Not everything.
Fuck you.
Yeah, but
man.
it's more like, you know, in prison, rather be in a cell with you, right? Like, if we all go to jail, I'm hoping I'm in a cell with you.
Yeah, I bet you are.
So, yeah. Huh?
Why?
Because you're going to fuck him like a fucking donkey.
Because the implication is that you're the strong
You
one.
need
out of-
protection.
out of us. Exactly. That's true, actually. I hope
Yeah, you
it's
do,
so
yeah.
Dima.
Yeah, but you know what you have to do for that protection, don't you? You have to earn it. You have to earn
Yeah,
the
tell
protection.
jokes, right?
Yeah,
Tell jokes.
yeah. Oh, it's going to be real funny in there. It's gonna be real funny.
Like,
He's stroking my fucking thigh. Jesus Christ. No! Dude. But yeah, I remember I was like, fuck, that's actually so inspiring. Like, you can actually like make loads of money and still fucking do comedy. Cheers, bro.
Fucking me.
But I'm like, you can still fucking, like, when you're doing comedy, you have your days free. You can still fucking grind and make loads of money and then do comedy in the evening and just be like a fucking baller. And I'm like, that's actually like so. And I remember I was talking to like this guy that I know who's like a rich guy, and I was talking to him and I was like, oh yeah, but I'm kind of like, I'm doing the kind of starving artist thing, you know, like I'm poor and I'm just going on in comedy. And he was like, dude, I can't lie. The starving artist thing is like, he's like, I'm not a comedian. I'm not an entertainer. I'm a businessman. But I'm like, I feel like the starving artist thing is like so cliche and everyone does that. He's like, I think it's a way more interesting story to be like a Chad fucking baller sales guy who's also like a killer comedian. Like that's more interesting.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you're not breaking a fucking mold, bro. That's
Exactly.
that again. Look, I'm glad that you've grown your testicles back. You know, it's nice to see that you've got balls again because that's what a man does, right? You go to work, you earn your money, and then you go and chase your dream in your free time, right?
Yeah.
You don't wake up at 2 p.m. every day, right?
Yeah, that's true.
No, but fucking, I do think as well. I think your comedy is gonna get better because I think the thing is, and I think we can all speak to this. We've all been there. You see, when you're kind of like, this is a bit of a harsh term, but I've been there. You know, when you're bumming around a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you're waking up at 2 o'clock, and I've been there.
Oh yeah, I'm bumming around for sure right now. That's why I got this job.
Yeah, when you're doing that shit, you look at your day and you go, I've got no free time to work.
Yeah.
Like even if I wanted to, I couldn't. But you see, when you're getting up early and you're going to work and you're coming home and you're going to the gym, and your schedule's actually more packed, you realize you had way more time than you thought you did.
Yeah.
Like there is hours. If you're getting up at 8 and you're working from 1, you can go to the gym in the morning and then you can spend an hour writing. So it's like all of a sudden you're now spending 5 hours a day working, but you've got an extra 4 or 5 hours free.
Yeah.
Because you're not sleeping or fucking watching YouTube or
So
whatever.
true.
Productivity breeds more productivity. You know what I'm saying?
Sleep is overrated.
How many hours? I could picture you. I bet you sleep standing up on like a fucking. I can just
He sleeps on the pull-up bar.
Yeah.
He's just hanging. Bulgarian vampire.
Bulgarian vampire.
Sleep is overrated. You only need like 6-7 hours. That's all you need. You don't need more than that.
Yeah.
I think it depends. That's the science on that is a little bit grey.
See, but this again, it's your fucking autistic
always
problem.
like-
Stop overcomplicating shit.
No.
This guy is a man.
Yeah, but when I get 6 hours sleep, I feel awful.
Because you're gay.
And
Stop
that's not
being
because I'm gay.
Listen,
But no-
he's like, the wiring of my brain is different to Dima's. I need my REMs. Listen, I hear you.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I'll talk in your language. Man, go night-night, but not enough time yet, so man need more night
No,
nights.
what I'm saying is
Better!
there is a certain point. There is a certain point because I'm the same as you. I do the whole overthinking, overanalyzing thing. But there is a certain point where you need to go Bulgarian and just go.
I agree.
I need 6 hours.
I
That's
agree.
it. Done. And I'm sure he fucking wakes up tired, but you know what he does? He grabs his big fucking Bulgarian balls and he fucking does it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
No. But to be honest, I sleep probably like 7 hours every night.
That's the minimum, and
Yeah,
that's
that's the
healthy.
If I go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'll still wake up at 8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Do you
if
wake
I-
up naturally or do you
even
set
if
an
I
alarm?
even if I have nothing to do, do you know what I mean? I'll still wake. 8:30 will be the. If I wake up after 9, I feel like
Do you wake up naturally or do you
piece
set
of
an
shit.
alarm?
No, I have an alarm.
Right,
of course,
okay.
Yeah. 'Cause you can't be sleeping 7 hours and be like, yeah, I'm fresh. You have to.
Yeah.
Alarm always.
Well, that's why, yeah. So it's gonna it's
Like
very
even
inspiring.
today, I was like, I'm not gonna like, because it was Sunday. I was like, I'm gonna sleep until I want to sleep. And I went to bed like 1:30 last night, and I woke up at 8:45. I was like, okay, so I guess it's like time for me to wake up.
your body's used to it.
You don't strike me as someone who hits the snooze button very often. You wake up, you're up, or you because I'm a snooze guy. I'll wake up and hit the snooze 5 times.
I'm just up, you know.
You're up. When you're up, you're up. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Bro, I'm just looking at these like Bulgarian properties. This is in Sofia. This is a fucking 6-bed house, which looks fucking gorgeous. Look at that. It's all
This-
like
Nice views.
For people listening, it's like
Let me see where the
it's like wooden and it's like got. It looks like it's in a fucking.
Let me see the area, and I'll tell you where he is.
Yeah, it's probably in the back house of
Borovets.
nowhere.
Borovets. No. That's a ski resort outside Sofia.
Oh, okay.
But how much is that?
500K.
Half a million. Half a million.
expensive.
Yeah, but that's for a ski resort.
But that's if this is in the capital, this would be like maybe a mil. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Fucking crazy. I thought it would be cheap, way cheaper over there.
You know, because of the war, like we had a lot of like Ukrainians coming in and buying properties and shit,
Yeah.
Right.
and also a lot of Russians as well.
What?
Because we are like a couple of hours, like from Ukraine will be like an hour flight probably,
Yeah.
and then from Russia will be like 3 hours flight. And so we had a lot of people coming in because of the war and like buying apartments, renting apartments and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So everything went. So like I bought an apartment, 2018 or something like that before the war.
Is this in the capital?
No, this is my city, which is the second largest city. Is by the coast. It's a beautiful city, and I bought this apartment for like 50K. The same apartment, and now it's 120.
Did you still have it when the price went up, or did you sell it?
I
before?
sold it just about 10 days ago. Yeah,
Nice.
so that's more than double.
Fucking hell.
That's like 60% increase for like how many years? Like fucking 6-7 years.
Jesus Christ, that's very good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So the price went skyrocket. It's good. It's good. It's good because a lot of people made money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they had like, I had an apartment that I sold before like 2015, which was like 135 square meters. I sold it for 50,000. This same apartment now would have cost about 200.
Oh, fucking hell.
Wow. Yeah.
That is crazy, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are someone who has lived probably the craziest life out of anyone either of us know. It's really insane.
Just to like preface this, right? So I know a couple of wild people from here, couple like people that have lived some mad lives, and I thought I kind of had heard it all. And I am shocked that we know you.
Yeah.
Because,
He's like nudging me.
yeah, this guy is fucking crazy. Like,
It is insane.
I remember the first time I met you, I think Diesel and that were like, oh, he's lived crazy. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I know people that have done some
Yeah.
bad shit. And then he started telling me a couple stories. I was
Yeah.
like, fucking hell, where did they find this guy?
Yeah, it's fucking
So you're
insane.
gonna have to dish a couple stories out.
So
that's for sure.
I'll make a request. I said this earlier because you don't know this story. Can
haven't
you
heard it
please
yet.
tell the story about your ex-girlfriend? Because this is the one, the one with the.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because this is fucking mental.
I know, but I just want to say I didn't know anything. I didn't know she was a spy for the Russian government.
Yeah, you heard that right.
I don't want this to be the podcast that gets me arrested. 'Cause I didn't know nothing. Okay, I was just her boyfriend.
Just fucking Vladimir
I had
Putin
no
just
idea
watching
that I was
this episode.
dating like 006. I fucking so basically this girl, one of my friends. He was
Can you
like-
just to, not to be annoying, but for the sake of the clips, can you just say, so my ex-girlfriend was a Russian spy? 'Cause
Yeah.
then that way Barney's gonna have the first line of the clip.
okay.
Okay.
That's what we have to do that,
No, so my ex-girlfriend was a Russian spy, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Like she's been in jail for like 3 years now, from 2022 February. So I guess she has done something. I didn't know nothing. I was like I said, I was just a boy toy. I was like, she was treating me like a piece of shit. I was like scared of her.
You know when Dima scared of
Yeah, exactly. He was scared of her.
No, I was not scared of the bitch. You know, I would kill her. But no, so one of my friends introduced me to her. She had like a nail salon.
Okay.
Right? And I was pretending I'll go every day like for some fucking like beauty procedures to do to myself. I'm like, do my eyebrows.
Yeah.
I haven't done them since. I was like, yeah, I do them every week, you know. I was trying to, because she was beautiful, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'll go like fucking, I'll just hang out, like, I'll be like, I was passing by, do you want a coffee and shit, you know, like. And I liked her really. And we became like girlfriend, boyfriend. And I was dating for like 3 months. And during this time, she was like, I felt that she was weird, you know, like she was like she'll come to my place and like cook and shit like that. You know, when you have your girl cooking in the kitchen, you walk by, you slap her back, like
Yeah.
give it one of them like fucking.
Yeah, so Ollie probably has never done that. It's basically like a man thing you do, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like an alpha
okay.
male move.
I'll be
yeah.
like, yes, bitch, like cook me a dinner, you know. And I did that once to her, and she turned around. I swear to God, she was like chopping some onions and shit, and she turns around. She was like, "Don't ever do that again." And she just turned around again and started chopping the fucking onions like very aggressively. And I was like, whatever, bitch. So I just walked off, right?
But be honest, in that moment, did you think, fuck? Like, did you think what's going on here?
Well, I
Would you,
always thought like she was like fucking like a bit of retarded. You know what I mean?
a bit of retarded.
But what was it? Like she was really like a fucking probably like some fucking like. She was like some like fucking I don't know, like KGB trained like like fucking one of them, like I'll stab you in the neck type of fucking girlfriend, And I didn't knew, but now I know, like she could have easily turned around, like stabbed me in the neck and like just bury me in the backyard. And like you'd be like, where is Dima? I'm like, oh, he went on a holiday to Thailand with Ashley and never came back. And we had like obviously, like one day, she just disappeared. And like me and the friend that introduced me to her, like we started calling her, like we call her like fucking maybe 10 times. She'll not pick up. I'll go to the nail salon. Like I'll be like, hey, where is? I'm not gonna say her name.
Yeah.
Where is she? And they'll be like, oh, she hasn't showed up since yesterday, and blah blah blah. I don't know. She's not picking up her phone. And I got very worried, like I didn't care much for her, but I had to pretend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If it's your girlfriend, you have to pretend.
She's my girlfriend. Like if she shows up, she'll be like, oh, you didn't even look for me, and blah blah blah. One of them like stupid things. Like
That's such a good point.
Yeah.
So, if my bird just goes missing tomorrow, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, God, where is she? Yeah.
Now I have to go look for this bitch. Spend like fucking gas money.
I put up 3 posters. What do you want from me?
Yeah. If you see my girlfriend, like call me on this number.
Wrong number on it.
He left a digit off.
So like one day I was like, oh, she probably like, I don't know, she just like fucking don't want to talk to me. Like I don't know, maybe she's sick or like.
She just ghosted you or something.
Yeah, 2 days passed by. The third day I'm like worried, like a little bit.
Yeah.
Because 3 days like she hasn't showed up to work, which is unusual for her. So I get my friend, and we go to her place.
Can you just quickly, because you said this when you told me this story, can you describe your friend?
Yeah, no, I was just about to.
Okay.
So this, my friend is, like, you see me, right? This guy looks like, is like my fucking bigger and mean brother. You know what I mean? He looks like...
It's like you if you ate you.
Yeah. He looks like he eats people. You know what I mean? He's like tall, like Bulgarian guy, like a bit stupid, but very strong.
all the retards are quite strong.
I'm just imagining every henchman in every action
and
movie.
he's like very tall, like probably like 6'2", 6'3", something like that, like heavy dude, like 120 fucking kg.
Yeah.
Jacked, massive guy, doesn't speak any English. Right? So me and him, we go to her place, and she lives like in a block of flats where like you have like this like fucking rubbish people living in one place.
Yeah.
Like fucking council flats and shit like that.
Rubbish people living in one place.
Just talk about my whole. Just describe my whole family. Yeah. Just the rubbish people.
It's so funny the way he describes it. Like she had like a little bit of retarded, like, you go to the place with all the rubbish people.
Yeah, council fucking.
Diesel, I'm sorry, I know you live in one of the places. But it's true, it's just rubbish people living in
Oh, fuck.
And
Jesus, bro.
so we go there, and we have to, so they had like this like fence outside, and then we had to jump through the fence, right? And then I called one of her neighbors. I was like, I'm sorry, I forgot my key. Can you open the door for me? And they opened the door for me, right? And me and my friend walk, because she was living on the second floor. And me and my friend walking upstairs, like we don't get the lift, we get the stairs. We're walking upstairs, and as we walk in, there was like a corridor, like probably like 10 meters corridor. And we walk this corridor, me and him walking down the corridor, talking like, because I'm thinking like maybe she's dead or something. Like
In the flat, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, I'm like, we'll probably find her, like she'll be like fucking smelling the house and shit like that, you know what I mean? And so
he's like, I'm gonna find my dead girlfriend. She's gonna stink.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm thinking. Like,
You couldn't have cracked the window before you died, motherfucker.
So as you walk down the corridor, the corridor is like it's shaped like that. So it's like that. So
Like
you
an L, yeah.
Like an L. So her flat is here, right?
Yeah.
Like the last flat on the second floor. And as we turn left, I see 3 police officers, right? And this like yellow tape, like police yellow tape.
On her door?
On her door.
Oh.
And like 2 male or 1 female police officers. But one of them police officers, they're fucking, the one that they leave like a fucking like collateral, like if something happens, like nobody's gonna miss them type of fucking police officer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's me and my friend walking into the like. We can beat the fuck out of them. Like I look at their eyes, I see how scared they are. Like they're like, this is the end of a fucking career. Like, I'm never gonna see my family again. Type of fucking look in their eyes. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And they were like, who are you? One of the police officers were holding like a fucking, like a notepad. And I can see the notepad like, and he was like, who are you? I'm like, I'm like here to see my girlfriend. Like, is she dead? Like, what the fuck is happening? And the guy was like, I can't tell you, this is a crime scene. We can't tell you nothing. I'm like, what do you mean you can't tell me nothing? Like, where is my girlfriend? Like, I want to see her.
Yeah.
Is she alive? And bro, like now thinking about it, it's me. Like she's arrested for for spying for the Russian government in the UK.
Hell.
There they are now.
And these 3 motherfuckers getting like probably like 1,800 pounds a month, sitting outside her apartment, guarding the apartment so that no one will come in and get evidence and shit like that.
Yeah.
And 2 fucking lunatics show up. Eastern European with a hard accent. One of them doesn't even speak English. They were talking to him.
And he's a big motherfucker as well.
And I had to translate to him as well. Do you know what I mean? And they see us and they're thinking like, we are dead. Do you know what I mean?
They're thinking you're Russian people to come and deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And also, police in the UK are pussies. 99%
No, you
of
see
them.
the one with the
This is
guns.
in Bulgaria.
You don't.
This is in England, you
this
said,
here.
no?
This
The Russian spy thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
This is in England,
Yeah,
bro.
this is in the UK.
I thought that. Wait, this whole time when you first told me the story,
it's
I thought this was
here.
in Bulgaria.
Yeah, it's here. It's here.
Oh shit,
Yeah, it's here.
bro! That just took the story to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's here.
Oh my
That's
god.
mad. We're probably gonna get fucking called in for questioning.
Oh my god.
So what? But you said what? They weren't armed police.
No, they were one of them that had like pepper spray.
Pussies, yeah. They're pussies, yeah.
the
They're bitches,
pussies.
yeah.
You see the guns? I respect the guys with the guns.
Yeah, the guys with the guns are they scare me.
You have to respect the
You
guys
don't
with the
fuck with
guns.
them.
You
No,
don't
but
fuck
then
with
but
them.
also you can see in their face.
They're trained.
Even if they didn't
Yeah.
have guns, they're not pussies.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ones that like walk around.
Okay, so what I am doing, sir, today, I am stopping you on section 2 of it.
Yeah. Police in the UK, I have
one
no
of them
respect
that write
for.
you ticket for
Yeah.
like spitting or
Yeah.
like throwing the cigarette.
Bro,
One of
people,
them.
there are police in England that ride bikes around. Like
Yeah,
bicycles.
that's the saddest
That's
thing.
bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you honestly? Go and be a labourer and earn £20 a day.
Yeah.
There's nothing that could be worse than riding a bike around for the police. For me,
Yeah.
I would honestly rather pick up shit with my bare hands than fucking ride a. Imagine trying to chase. Just stop right there. Ding, ding, ding. Fuck that. Never. If by somehow you're a police officer that rides a bike and you're listening to this, just honestly quit. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. I don't care what they're paying
You're
you.
And when you're in training,
Yeah.
you wear training wheels.
Can you imagine if you was a woman and your husband became a police officer and then you saw him riding a bike around? You're gas because you're like,
Jack's joined the force.
Yeah, exactly.
And all our friends are going, yeah, well, I love a man in uniform.
Yeah.
He goes, he's going to meet us now.
Yeah.
Now, ladies, be careful, behave, all right? Hands off his mind. And then he does that.
Is he wearing one of the police? Is he wearing one of the police helmets? What, the proper ones? Oh yeah, he's got a police helmet. Yeah,
He's got a helmet.
Yeah, neck strap. Fucking hell. Oh, God forbid, man.
He gets on the bike. Hope none of you ladies. I hope none of you ladies have been misbehaving.
Yeah.
Just 5 pussies just drying up, just drying at the same time.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
So these were the type of police officers that were guarding the apartment of my spy gun.
And this guy and his
Yeah.
bigger friend
Yeah.
on the corner. And you're earning like 24K a year. You're like, bro, what the fuck am I
I'm not
doing,
getting
man?
paid to be around.
Yeah.
Oh, it was crazy, bro. But you know, like the funny thing is, so when they arrested her, obviously I didn't know nothing. I swear to God, don't fucking. They would have probably got me by now if they knew that I knew something, because
Yeah.
I obviously don't know anything. But the thing is, they arrested her ex, and then her ex-ex, and then her fucking ex-friend, and like fucking so many people, and they arrest them like every year in February, which means.
No, fuck. This is going to be coming out in February. Shit.
Make sure we make the title, My Ex-Girlfriend Was a Russian Spy.
Yeah.
No, man, I was like, fucking, am I next? Like, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but obviously I have nothing to do with it.
Nah, we won't let anything. Just say your full name into the camera for me.
My name is George Michael.
George Mike. Last Christmas, motherfucker, I gave you my heart.
And you broke it.
You broke it, you bitch.
But my car is under the name of Elton John. My vehicle, the one that I work with, it's under the name of Elton John. Because I don't pay fucking parking tickets, innit?
Dima's like, fuck it, I'm leaving this country soon. I'll just offload all my real shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Tell them what you
I'm
really
still
think.
standing, motherfucker. You're fucking insane.
Yeah,
dude.
you're a crazy fucking guy.
Oh my God.
We had a clip pop off on TikTok where we had George Wheeler on and he was talking about prostitutes.
Yeah.
You have to tell the story. You've not heard this story, have you? About his boy with the prostitutes.
Is it one you went to Amsterdam or something?
No. So basically,
This is
we had
fucking
this. I was living in Germany in 2013, and there was this guy. He was virgin, right? So we decided, like, group of friends, to take him to a prostitute. So we took him to a prostitute, right? And then he went on. This was like a block of flats. You know, in Germany they have this block of flats full with like with prostitutes.
Okay.
Right? Like
Rubbish people.
Like the council flats that they have here, like just prostitutes.
Okay.
And then he went upstairs and we all waiting for him downstairs. Right? And he walks out and he was like so happy. He was like, oh, it was so nice and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, tell us more about it. He was like, well, it was good, but like, she was like, I could not get all my deck in. Like, she was like, very like, you know, I can hit the wall. And we all like started laughing like crazy. And it was like, what? And I was like, well, you know what? That was a man. Like, you just fucked a man for your first time. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, that was like a trans fucking gender. And then he cried for like probably like, I don't know, 5 minutes. While we all laughed at him.
Oh, the reason why that's so fucked to me, because imagine if that happened, yeah.
Oh,
and
bro.
then you're a virgin, so you're
Oh.
like, that's probably sexually fucked. He probably gets fucked in his ass all the time.
No,
now, 'cause
but like-
it probably just twisted him up.
No, but the guy was idiot. Like, listen, I felt bad.
But this is the worst part of this story.
I felt bad for him, you know. Like, so I took him to a prostitute, like a proper one, the next day.
a real girl.
A real woman.
Oh no.
I was like, I swear to God, it's a woman. I swear to God.
he's like shaking. He's like, no,
Trust me.
honestly.
So we go like.
He's like, where's the dick?
I was like, one floor. I go to the room on the right. He goes to the room to the left. Right. 15 minutes. I do my thing, and I walk out of the room, and I hear screaming from the other room. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I opened the door, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is happening? It was like, well, bro, I was eating her pussy for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, what? And he was like, I was eating her pussy for like, bro, I'm like, you don't eat the prostitute's pussy. You fuck. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he was like, she doesn't want to let me fuck her now. I'm like, yeah, obviously you ate the pussy for like 15 minutes. You only have like 20 minutes to go in and do your thing. It's 50 euro. Like, what the fuck are you expecting? So the guy was just retarded. You know what I mean? I mean, you can eat the pussy of a prostitute, but if you pay like £500 an hour prostitute, you know, like one of them elite like Russian or fucking Slovenian like girl, like you know what I mean, type of like girlfriend experience, type of prostitute, you eat her pussy. Like, that's gonna be like a 10 out of 10, like clean girl, and like you don't need the fucking Romanian gypsy fucking prostitute pussy.
Listen, any pussy that you can purchase for £50 an hour, it's not edible. It's not edible. It's not. Let me just tell you that now. It's not good to go.
You just don't fucking eat pussy. You
That's
know?
a gypsy pussy.
It's so
Every
funny.
time you lick it, you make a wish.
You flip a coin.
Oh fuck! Oh, this is
fucking
going exactly as I thought
yeah,
it would
exactly.
go. Fuck,
Exactly.
Dima. Jesus, man.
But you know what? Imagine. So the reason why that's so fucked to me. Imagine if that happened to you. Imagine you're the guy and him and his boys bring you to the prostitute.
Yeah.
And you're a virgin, so the guy's young. I'm guessing.
Oh, he was our age. He was. I'll tell you, the guy was just stupid.
Okay, so you're mentally challenged, yeah, and they bring you to a brass,
Yeah.
and it's a man, and you come out and you're gonna be angry. Like,
Yeah.
obviously it's not their fault, but you're gonna be angry at the world. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck? You brought me to a fucking what? The,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
It's not
I'm
what I wanted."
shooting up a school,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But then it's him,
Yeah.
and four other guys that probably look like him, and they're
Yeah.
laughing in your face. How helpless are you? You're like, you
Oh.
want to punch them, but you're like, if I
Yeah.
punch them, I'm gonna fuck a transgender and then get beat up.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No.
Oh
No,
shit.
we would never done that to him. We just we just fuck with people like that. You know, it's a different type of fun. for
Yeah.
us. It was not sad or anything like that. He was laughing after that.
Yeah.
He found it funny after like a month.
After he cried in his room for 3 weeks,
Yeah. He spent 30 days staring at a revolver in his drawer, and then eventually he saw the funny side. Needless to say, it's for disclaimer, it's okay to fuck transgender people.
Of course,
it's
yeah,
only
of
if you're
course.
if you're expecting to fuck a
Yeah.
cis woman, then etc. etc.
What's a cis woman?
Like a regular?
Wow. Hey.
I'm
A real girl.
an OG.
Can you
An
not just say a
OG.
woman?
Yeah.
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 You know-
A woman from birth.
Yeah.
See, look, this the difference though. Look,
Yeah.
we're too tapped into this shit.
Yeah.
now. We're like,
He's just like, what do you mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
When she was born, did she have a pussy or not? That's all. That's as simple as that.
You know what?
No,
Here we go.
No,
Here we go. Here we
we
go.
should
Yeah.
we should swerve.
No, I just want to tell a different story. I was in Brussels. I was doing we were celebrating New Year's Eve in Brussels with one of my mates in this Bulgarian restaurant, right? And they have they call them the red lights,
Yeah, red light
the
district.
red light district. It was like probably like 2 miles away from the restaurant. So I spent all night walking back and forth, fucking prostitutes, right? I swear to God, I didn't even like fucking celebrate the fucking. I didn't see I didn't see fireworks, nothing like that. I was like all night. I was just like back and forth. And next day I woke up, I had the worst pain in my calves. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with my calves? Like, I'm like, did I go a disease from a fucking prostitute? Like, are my legs dying? Like, and then I remembered I probably walked like fucking 20 miles that night.
Wait, so you walked from the restaurant to the red light district, then back the restaurant, then
And
back to the
I
red
have
light
like a
district?
drink or so, and I smoke 2 cigarettes, and I'm like, I need to go back. And then I'll do that all night until 6
Wow.
o'clock in the morning. Because it was like it was downhill, but then it was like uphill.
Yeah.
On the way back, my calves are like fucking killing me the next day, bro. Imagine how much I walked.
You've been calling a lot of people retards.
Yeah.
You're a retard.
Yeah.
Because you had sore calves and you were like, it must be chlamydia.
Yeah, exactly.
What is wrong with you?
Is this AIDS?
yeah. This is what AIDS feels like. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, you know what I think it was? Because some places they mix cocaine with rat's poison.
Oh, what?
And then rat's poison will you'll create blood clots and it'll start from your calves.
Why the fuck would they do that?
I don't know why they do it, but they do it. That's true. If you check, that's
As
a
in what,
fact.
people who sell cocaine will mix it with rat poison?
Yeah,
Jesus, why?
Cutting it, innit?
yeah, cutting it with rat
Yeah,
poison.
but
and then the
yeah.
blood clots will start. First place that you start feeling it is your calves. That's what I.
Well, in
thought.
America, they cut it with fentanyl and that kills people.
but fentanyl people at least take as a drug. I don't know why you'd want to.
Yeah, but it still kills people when they
No,
snort
it
it.
does. But I'm saying rat poison. Like, there's no high from that. And like, why would you want to
How
kill
do
off
you
your?
know? Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Yeah, you never know. There must be a reason people
I think
do
if
it.
if you're doing rat poison recreationally, probably time to look in the mirror, you know? That's probably, because it's easy to be like, yeah, I'm on heroin, but like, I mean, I've been doing drugs for years. It's just the next step. But I think, you can still look at yourself. I think when you're like putting rat poison and it's like a box and it just says rat poison on it,
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
true.
like, I should change,
Yeah.
No, but that's people that sell the drugs. They're cutting it with the rat's poison.
Yeah.
To make it stronger for some reason. I don't know the fucking science behind it, but thank you.
It wasn't going to pick up there. Yeah.
Have you got any more stories that you want to let out here in the public before you leave the country? Because now you can kind of
you can kind of let it all hang
you
out.
can just say whatever you want because you're going to be gone soon.
And this is the platform to do it on.
Even if I was staying, I didn't give a fuck.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, how is that going to affect my life?
Yeah, that's true.
What is going to happen?
Let me ask you this.
Am I going to get fired? I work for myself.
That's true. But you could they kick you out of the country?
No.
No?
For what?
For colluding with Russian spies.
But I was fucking her. I was not fucking her.
I was colluding with her pussy, motherfucker.
I didn't know nothing about that. But no, truly, I didn't know anything about it. But yeah, now looking back at it, it was like fucking. You know what? So what happened was one of my mates. He sent me the article because we didn't know what she got arrested for, right? Because the police didn't tell me.
Yeah.
And me and my friend obviously left that night when we saw the police officers and stuff like. So I went back home, and then time went on, and then I didn't know what the fuck was. I knew that she was in jail, and one of my friends, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. He sends me this article from BBC, and and the article states like 5 Bulgarians arrested for spying for the Russian blah blah blah. And I was reading it, and I'm getting chills through my body. I swear to God. And you know what I did? First thing I did, I woke 1 a.m. in the morning. I stood up out of my bed and I changed my fucking locks. Because I was given like keys for my house and stuff like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn.
That is sick that you change your own locks as well. That's quite cool, isn't it? Yeah.
So you know what's funny? Because you're moving back to Bulgaria. I can feel like, I get the vibe that you're like, in 10 years, you're going to be like some fucking like, I don't know, kingpin. You're going to have like an empire or something. Maybe like legally, probably. But I feel like I can see you going out there like you're a business guy. You know, you're a fucking hard worker. You've already got friends and contacts out there. I can imagine in 10 years, like I go visit you and he comes down in like a Versace bathrobe, you know, and he's just like, hey, brother.
He's already got one now, I think. I'm sure I see one in his house.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
No, I could see that, yeah.
He owns like 20 properties and 5 businesses, you know, and he's just like, there's like a woman leaving his house as I get there, like 3 of them, you know?
Yeah, no, that would be great. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna live a good life back home.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Dima? Where do you want to be?
Fuck
What's
that
the
bullshit.
Yeah, what a fucking loser. Right, Dima?
you're so beta with him, innit? We're trying to win him or not. He agrees with me. He agrees with me. Oh, fucking hell. Now, let me ask you this, because I'm actually curious about this. This is actually something that I've never spoke to you about. When you first came to England, what did you do? Did you jump straight into work? Was you kind of fucking around over here? What did it look like?
You know what? So I never forget. I flew in on the July 30th. 30th.
And what was this 10 years ago? So this is what,
2014.
Fucking hell.
July 30th. And August 1st, I was at work. I went to work.
That's the most Eastern European shit ever.
Bro, listen, I landed at 10 p.m. 6 in the morning, I woke up to go to work.
Insane.
So, and I didn't know how to get to work. So one of my friends get me on the bus. He was like, take this bus and get off this fucking, and I was like, I had it written on a fucking note where to go. I didn't speak any English, and I show up at the construction site. I'm like, hello, it's me. I was like, here labor? And then I started working like fucking 6 months in. I was like, I learned English for like 6 months, and I was
fucking hell.
I got my fucking things in for like a year. I got my shit together. You know what I mean?
And what did you go straight to locksmith? You worked on as a laborer?
Many things. I did laboring for like 6 months. Then I started doing like, I was like a traffic marshal. Do you know what that is?
Is that where you're like when people cross?
Traffic management.
Yeah, like fucking, I was like all day with the cigarette. I was like, hey,
go motherfucker!
Yeah, I was like one of them. I was taking my job very seriously. That was funny, bro.
Dima, you know when you got to do that to stop the car, he just stands there and just lets the car hit him. It bounces off him.
I was getting angry at people not stopping. I'm like, you fucking dickhead. I was like screaming at people. People like, I got kicked off so many sites, construction sites for like fucking wanting to fight with the supervisors and like managers and shit like that. But so I did like fucking traffic marshal. I did some plasterboarding. I did some fucking carpentry. I did
everything.
I did everything, bro. At the end, I ended up doing like heavy machinery. I was driving like heavy machines, like fucking forklifts and stuff like that on construction sites. I then Then I used to drive prostitutes, like escorts.
There we go. And that's why I asked him, because I knew something was going to come up, you know?
That's the next clip.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen, we had this English girl, Stacy, English prostitute, about 40 years old, horrendous, all right? Horrendous.
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 Horrendous is so funny.
Yes.
Fuck you know.
Just
Dima, you show me.
just bad face. You know? So, because I was a new driver, they'll put me in with her, you know? Because as a new driver, you always get the ugliest girl. No, she's like...
Fucking hell, man.
She's
the
like...
new driver always gets the ugliest girl.
Yes, because like if you...
They're gonna have the most problems. People don't want to pay and shit.
I'm not fucking paying for that.
Yeah, I'd rather fuck you, mate.
Listen, brother, I wouldn't pay for her either, but you ordered, so you have to pay now.
You go to the place with her, and the guy will be like, "That's not you. That's not like,
Some
no.
20-year-old buff chick.
Nah, they'll be like, nah, you fucking go, you fucking like cyber to like fucking leave.
Catfish.
Yeah.
Catfished.
So me and Stacy, we're sitting up.
Me and Stacy just rolled
Bonnie and
around.
Clyde, you know?
That's by the way, that's a real name. So Stacy, if you're watching this, you are a fucking bitch.
She's dead now. Come on. She's not alive anymore.
No, she's probably is. Like me and Stacy sitting in my car and listen, I came from Bulgaria. I had a Mercedes S-Class. I had a fucking good car. Do you know what I mean? Mercedes S-Class. All the girls wanted to work with me after that. But anyway, listen. So me and Stacy.
This is like a movie. Like,
So me and Stacy sitting in the car and she's doing lines of cocaine, right? And it's me and Stacy. I don't know her at all. And she does like 1 line, 2 lines. She's drinking wine. We're having a party. I'm doing the same with her. I'm driving, but I don't give a fuck. I'm like, so me and Stacy, we have this little party in the car. I'm like, yeah, I'll let her suck my dick, you know?
I'll let her suck my dick. That's how you know Stacey was horrendous.
This show is getting cancelled.
Yeah, I know.
This show is getting cancelled.
That's fine.
So Stacy's doing like cocaine. She's already done like 1 bag of cocaine, right? Like 2 hours in. Nobody wants Stacy because she's like, just ugly, you know? and then she does. She
Ollie looks mortified right now.
I am.
He's like,
I'm just thinking of like, fucking hell, so many of these fucking things can just tank the show, but it's too funny to not.
So Stacy does a line of cocaine on her fucking on her phone, right? And she sniffs the line. And the moment she sniffs it, she goes back like this
oh no.
and start fucking. And I'm like, "Are you okay?" And I'm looking at her, and she's like, "Ah." I'm like, "Probably shit. I mean, it's not that good, the cocaine. Like, what the fuck?" And I'm like, "Stacy, are you okay?" And then I see like foam coming out of her mouth. And I'm like, this bitch is dying in my car, you know? So I reach for her mouth and I see that her tongue is like into her fucking throat, right?
Fuck, yeah.
So I'm like, start pulling her fucking, so she's biting my fingers and shit like that. I saved her life, you know? She woke up. I called the fucking ambulance and shit like that. They came, gave her some fucking pills and shit like.
Hey, the prostitute in the back of my car is gonna die.
Probably they gave a paracetamol, some shit like that. That's what they do. They give you paracetamol no matter what. And then they were like, "Have you taken any drugs?" And I'm like, "No, we don't take drugs," and shit like that, right? And then anyway, I took her to our place and like we didn't work that night, obviously.
We did. They're like, Stacy, get fucking back out there.
I'm like, you fucking bitch.
I nearly died, yeah, but you didn't know, did you? So, and the meter's running, right?
So listen, so in like few days after, like again, because you receive the girls that you're gonna work with like 7 p.m. and then the address. So I receive a 7 p.m. Text with like Stacy and her address. I'm like, fuck, Stacy again, right? So I go pick Stacy up. And I'm like, listen, you're not doing any drugs tonight. Like, I don't want you to die in my car and stuff like that. And she was like, okay, I'm not gonna do drugs. And I take her to this client's house, right? And I stop outside of his house. He opens the door, right? And it's like a driveway, and then so basically the house is here, right? I stop here, and Stacy comes out of the car. The client waits for her in the front door. And she goes like this. She stands up and then she gets the seizure again while she's like standing up from the car, right? So first thing she does is like, first thing that lands on the fucking tarmac is her teeth. Like, bro, I swear to God, she bangs her fucking head so hard, you could hear it like, yeah.
Oh my.
So I go around.
Fuck.
The client is like, what? The client is watching this. The guy that paid 120 pounds for a prostitute watching her fucking die.
He's just rock hard at the door, like fuck, fuck.
Sometimes you get more than you pay for.
I go again to save her, right? I reach in her throat, but this time she's not biting my fingers. I wonder why. I pull the fucking tongue out, right? And I see that because she banged her head. There's no teeth.
Oh my God. Fucking
Everything
God.
is gone.
Fucking hell.
Everything is gone.
No teeth.
No.
Oh, she's more than 150 now, isn't she? Hey, hey, the price just went up, brother. The price just went up.
Fucking hell, actually. Jesus Christ.
Nothing.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Dude, what the fuck
how
are you talking about?
How have you never told us that story
How have you,
before?
like...
There was nothing in her mouth. And then I took her home. 2 days after, I received a text again, Stacy.
Give up, bitch.
And I'm like,
Stacy's 1%.
I'm like,
Stacy, pack in, all right? You're 40.
I tell you know what Stacy is? Stacy's in it for the love of the game. That's what Stacy
Are you
is.
sure she wasn't East European? Because she does work.
Yeah, she's got a fucking work ethic on her.
she showed up to work with nothing in her mouth.
You know. She wakes up in the hospital after 3 days and she's like detoxed all the coke and he's like, let's get this money.
Let's get your money, baby.
Fucking hell, dude.
She was working like that for a month. And if you see the pictures of Stacy, she's like fucking hot girl and blah blah blah. And
Has up with no teeth. She's 40 and she's got no teeth. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And you look at love like some like hot young thing and then she turns up and he's like, you ready?
And you want to be like, fuck off, darling, but then Dima's behind her like that.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
put the fuck on the motherfucker.
Bro, one way or another, she's getting paid, so
Yeah, fuck.
you might as well use her.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Dima,
insane.
bro. What you never told us
Yeah,
that
that's
story.
insane.
I don't know.
That's it. You saved a prostitute's life.
What?
I did twice.
Twice.
I did twice. But second time she didn't bite my fingers. That was good. That was good. Thanks God.
Yeah, you gotta pay extra for
Did
that.
she ever suck your dick in the end?
No, I never, no. We never, bro. No.
Oh my God. It's got me thinking, what else has he not told us?
Dude, this is what I'm saying. There's like a
crazy
gold
shit.
mine here.
He's like,
Wait.
no, that's all my stories, but one time I fucking killed
Yeah.
12 people.
Yeah. I think that was it. I told you the prostitute one, the spy one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I did do a genocide in Yemen once. I committed an atrocity in a local village, but other than that, it's pretty much nothing else.
Oh,
That's
Dima, you
insane.
are the
Not
fucking
denying it
best.
as well, which is kind of mad.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
Listen, sit down. I was
fuck.
working with this black girl. She had a stroke.
Dude, that's so fucked up.
I swear to God. And then she worked with with some people when they have stroke and then you get your face fucked up.
One sided, one
Yeah.
sided
Yeah.
them, yeah.
She was working like
This
this.
is the prostitute.
Yeah, she was working like that, but because when you see the left side of her face, she's very beautiful, So but it's like, so listen. So I'm driving the car, right?
Dima.
And then you see one side of her face is like very beautiful, and then she turns around and she's like fucking Captain Jack Sparrow.
Fuck! Dude, that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Captain Black Sparrow.
Captain Black Sparrow.
Release the Blacken.
Oh no, that was worse. Fucking hell. This has been wild.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Oh, fuck.
That was that girl with the stroke.
Malcolm X marks the spot.
No.
I thought that last one deserved more, I'll be honest with you. I thought that was actually really creative.
That was good. It was good.
Oh, Jesus, man.
But yeah, man.
How much do you get paid to drive prostitutes?
You get £30 for the first hour,
Okay.
and then every other hour is £20.
Okay.
So if I go to your place, you get a prostitute. I go to your place, I get £30 the first hour, and then every hour that she stays, I get 20.
And how many hours typically would you have them out for?
If you have a beautiful girl, you might stay like 7-8 hours.
7-8 hours.
So that's what?
If you have Stacy, it's like 10 minutes.
200.
Stacy is a 10-minute prostitute.
so what? £200 a night, something like that.
Yeah, but like sometimes you make 200, sometimes you make Stacy.
yeah.
Jesus.
Sometimes you make mistakes, right? Sometimes you make 200. Sometimes you make mistakes. Yeah.
Sometimes you make nothing.
Fucking hell.
what's about-
Well, I hope Stacey's okay. That poor girl. No teeth as well. That's rough.
Did she ever get him fit? Did she make a did she get him fixed?
Not that I know of.
I don't think
no.
she can afford to on the rates she's charging.
I'm gonna walk down the street now and just see a 40-year-old with no teeth. I'm gonna be like, Stacey, how you
She'll
doing?
be like,
Yeah.
she'll be like 45 now.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Dima, you have lived
some
a life.
mileage on her. Like,
Jesus Christ, Dima.
She has some mileage. She needs an engine change. Bro.
You're like someone who's been like cryogenically frozen and then released into the modern world and like
It's
fucking.
like that
This is
movie
fucking-
with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
You seen it?
No.
That was hilarious. Yeah, no.
You never seen this? So Sylvester Stallone was a cop and they convicted him of a crime and they froze him this cryogenic fucking type of prison and they released him after like 200 years and it was like, you know, he was like in the future and there was no crime and shit. The sweating was not allowed. And you never seen that movie?
No.
That's a good movie, bro. You should watch
Do you know what it's called?
I have to check that, but it's
I'll
a
find
good.
it.
It's not, is it Minority Report?
No. It's a good movie.
I'll
It's
find it.
with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone. So Wesley Snipes plays the bad guy, and they basically both of them are from the back in the day.
So yeah, okay, yeah. Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
I have heard of this.
That's
yeah,
a
okay.
good movie, bro.
Okay.
That's a
might
that's a
watch that
that's a proper 90s flick, innit? That's like a proper
Yeah,
Terminator style motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I've recently rewatched it. It's a good movie still, bro.
Yeah, no, you are a throwback though.
Yeah. But how?
Do you know what it is? In England, people are so like they were just, but they don't talk like you anymore.
But how
People
do
don't talk like you.
You talk like me.
Yeah, but not on camera. No, but it's like it is just a thing of like you just say exactly what you think, exactly how you,
Are you done?
feel. Yeah, I do, but
But what I think what he's saying is you say exactly what you think, but also you have very non-progressive views, so it's more shocking when you say things.
Well, how do you? I have a progressive views.
That's the funniest thing in the whole episode.
I saved Stacy's life. I'm very
life.
big-
I saved the retarded. I saved a prostitute with half face.
No jokes aside, sometimes you guys portray me as someone that is like fucking like some savage from Eastern Europe.
No, not savage.
No,
No, not of course
No,
you're
we're
fucking
not
not
saying
savage. But I think it's like
I think you're more unapologetic.
Yeah.
For and I think that's how it should be. That's
Yeah.
what we try and do on the show.
Yeah.
But I think in general, I'm not talking about us. We're the same as you. What we try to be. You're a bit more crazy. But
yeah.
The people, the average person on the street is almost afraid to say fucking retarded.
Yeah.
And I think that's retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is retarded.
That's the moral of the story.
That is
Say
retarded.
retarded.
Say
Say
retarded.
fucking.
I wish that could be the name of the episode. Say retarded.
That should be the
Yeah.
that should be the name of the show. Say retarded.
It should.
Yeah, that would be a good name.
You know what's funny? Me and Ashley talked about this the other day. We should probably wrap up in a minute. But
Yeah.
before we do, we put out a clip on our TikTok the other day, right? Where it was basically from the last episode, and me and Ashley I had a talking point, and it was about
He who should not be named.
He who
I
should
thought
not
about
be
this,
named,
yeah.
right? So he who should not,
Tate.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Andrew Tate is running for prime minister.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, he's got a
I saw that,
he's
but-
got a political party. It's like a true thing. But so I
I'll
went.
vote for him.
Yeah. But so wait. So he's got my vote. So I've donated to his party. So no, but basically, all jokes aside, so he's created this political party. So I mentioned it on the last episode to talk about it, and I was like, I want to say the first line of like, so Andrew Tate has started a political party, so that could be like the good line for the clip. But then because I tried to say it like that, and we were aware that I was saying it for the clip, we both started laughing. And then every time I tried to say it, we laughed even more and more. So it basically became like a literally 10-minute bit of just me trying to be like, Andrew Tate's running back, and then we just both kept laughing.
Like, outtakes when people keep laughing.
Like bloopers.
It was like that, yeah, bloopers.
It's a gag reel.
Yeah.
And so basically, that was a really funny clip. And so our producer, Barney, took a clip of that and he put that on our TikTok. And it's just a clip of like us being like, so Andrew Tate's starting like that, just laughing. Community guidelines violation struck.
We got one strike.
Yeah, we got a strike.
We've spoke about.
Careful with what word you say for YouTube.
We spoke about
Fiddlers.
Kiddie fiddlers.
Well, okay.
We spoke about crazy stuff.
Okay, hold on. What's a fiddler?
As in like a, you know what a fiddler is.
No, I don't.
There's certain words that YouTube will fuck your video if you say it, but Jimmy Savile.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically,
A toddler toucher. You know what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
Come on,
But the point is, we've spoken about crazy stuff.
Crazy shit.
Wild topics.
Racist jokes, everything.
Wild stuff. And the only clip that has been like had a community guidelines violation
Was us just saying his
literally
YouTube?
just saying his name
YouTube?
on TikTok.
on TikTok.
Okay.
We literally we don't even like talk about it. We just say his name and it got a strike. How
Yeah.
fucked is that?
That is crazy.
That's crazy. And it was
Dude,
a
it's
fucking
mad.
good clip as well. It was a funny clip.
Yeah, look, community guidelines violation removed for violent extremism.
okay.
For just saying his
So what they
name.
gonna
Literally
say
saying
about-
his name.
What are they gonna say about
Oh yeah,
my
we're
story?
fucked. This is the
Yeah.
last episode ever, but it's gonna be good. It's fun.
No, I think we had a good time.
Nah,
We
it
had
was
a good
this was
time.
Dude,
great,
this
man.
has been a
I'm not gonna lie. I
fucking
will
good
say this.
episode.
I'm gonna lick your ass for 1 minute here. Not actually, but I'm just gonna tell you. We've never laughed like that in here.
No.
Definitely. That's the funniest episode we've ever done.
100%.
That was hilarious,
Yes.
man.
100%.
That was great.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Seriously.
Dima is an
Fucking great
absolutely
episode.
hilarious comedian. He's one of the most naturally funny people I've ever seen. Tell them where they can get you on your TikTok and Instagram and that, mate.
I stopped comedy.
Yeah, but you still got a page.
I
just
quit
fucking-
comedy. I
Yeah,
quit comedy.
he did.
Don't-
Oh yeah, you officially quit. When did you quit? When was your last
Don't
gig?
follow me. I might do a few more. I don't know. We'll see. I'm dealing with some
That's the
bullshit
spirit.
in my life. Not
Yeah.
bullshit like fucking health problems and stuff like that. Which I think I need to get straight.
You have a health problem.
Yeah, kind of.
What's
What's going on?
You haven't told us about. Why have you telling us this on the podcast?
I'll tell you when we finish. Then
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not dying.
Well, that's a fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Come on.
Jesus,
Yeah.
right. Well, comment hearts in the comments. Send some prayers for Dima.
Yeah.
Hashtag pray for Dima.
Yeah. Or
Yes.
don't. He said some crazy stuff today.
Yeah.
However you feel, you just
Yeah.
say, you just.
I feel like a lot of women's gonna pray for me after that.
Well, do you want any page that your personal, your comedy? Do you want anyone?
You post some stuff on TikTok and shit.
Yeah.
Just pray for Stacy.
Yeah,
All right,
okay,
there you go, guys. Hashtag pray for Stacy. That's
Pray
the
for
episode
Stacey.
title.
Yeah, there you go,
Pray
yeah.
for Stacy. All right.
Go
we'll see-
fund me.
Yeah, pray for Stacy. All right, we'll see you guys. Subscribe, like, comment. See you next week.